The price of Bitcoin this morning bounced off $40,600 and is currently trading at $41,600. It's up around $1,000 throughout the course of the past couple of hours, and today I'm going to analyze the price of Bitcoin and show you what I expect is going to happen. Also, slight equipment upgrade here on the channel today, trying out a new setup. Let me know if you prefer this style of video in the comment section below, as well as, of course, slapping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. This is TMG Trades. My name is Jordan. I take trades on the internet here every single day, and of course we look at a lot of different ways that you can invest and make money from the crypto markets. And if you're interested in that, slap a like, subscribe, and let's crack on to today's video, where, of course, you'll also notice I'm wearing a SWISSBORG hat today. That's mainly because I've been getting a lot of questions from people saying, where do I buy Bitcoin? Where do I buy Bitcoin? Look, SWISSBORG. It's the best place to buy Bitcoin. It's the way that I've transacted millions and millions of dollars through SWISSBORG over the years. Literally, I could show you an account that I've put 10 million through, never had an issue with converting it over to fiat currency and then withdrawing it into a bank account. Never has it thrown up an issue, or rather, one time it did throw up an issue, but that was when I was buying a house. Apart from that, I paid for my house through SWISSBORG. Anyway, when it comes to the price of Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin's looking pretty decent, $41,600. And over the course of the past couple of hours, the price has been rallying back to the upside. You can see here earlier on, it bottomed out somewhere around $40,600, $40,500, somewhere in that range. We had a quick dip to the downside. However, it is currently forming what I think, is not a bad formation. You can see here, we appear to be forming some kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern, and that is good news. That means the price of Bitcoin might actually pump back to the upside, and I look forward to seeing that if it does happen. Now, at what point do we know Bitcoin's price is going to get back up to this $44,000 level up here? Well, the point of which we need to be watching, to be honest, would be this level. This level here at $41,990, basically $42,000. At the level of $42,000, look, if we form a 1 hour break above that level, then we can be fairly confident from there. We'd expect to see the price of Bitcoin do something like this, where it comes down and then eventually breaks back up into this range up here. Now, yesterday in the video, I explained to you about the price of Ethereum and what we were looking at on the price of Ethereum. And I showed you this, and I said, unfortunately, I think this is scarily accurate. And it was scarily accurate. Currently, the price of Ethereum, or rather this morning, the price of Ethereum went down to $2,100. And that was quite scary for me, because I am not positioned to expect that right now. Some of my current open positions, and if I scroll down through here, I'm able to show you them. You can see it's this Ethereum trade. It is not in the best position. I had to take a little bit of a loss on this morning, a $26,000 loss, just because I wasn't really expecting that my analysis would be quite as accurate as what it turned out to be. Anyway, we currently only sat $12,000 in a loss now on this trade, and I'm trying to rectify the mistakes that I've made. Everyone says, oh, look, you never show your losses here. This is a loss. It's a $26,000 loss. It was pretty unpleasant to take it, but you can't nail every single move. A lot of people say, but you know, good traders make every single move correctly. No, they don't. Good traders take losses in order to make sure they don't get liquidated. Good traders take losses. To be honest, it wasn't the best time, but I had to take a loss to make sure I didn't get liquidated because of the amount of leverage that was applied to this trade. As it is right now, I'm $713,000 long on the price of Ethereum, and I'm hoping that I can scale that up if the price of Ethereum starts looking like it's going to bounce. But the question is it going to bounce, or is it going to go back down? And for that, we need to look back at the price of Ethereum and assess what's going on here. This analysis has played out, so we can delete it off the chart. You can see here that basically part of the theory here was that, you can look, yeah, we didn't come quite down maybe as low as what we could have done. Actually, no, that line's incorrectly plotted. To be honest, we did. No, it's difficult to say, actually. We're probably trading slightly above. Yeah, anyway, ignore that. What are we looking at when it comes to the price of Ethereum? Well, we formed bull flag breakout, bull flag breakout, bull flag breakout. We didn't get the breakout. Instead, we got rejected. Then we formed another kind of, it's a bullish pattern, is that when you start trading downwards, and we're doing the same thing again. The question is, at what point do we know when Ethereum's price is going to break upwards? And for that, what we need to be doing is looking at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Ethereum versus Bitcoin is down pretty bad right now. When looking at Ethereum versus Bitcoin here on the 30-minute chart, you can see that we're basically at and around the lows. And if we zoom out here onto the daily chart, again, you're able to see that we're near enough at the bottom of this trading pattern. If I remove all of my work from here so far, then you're able to see basically we're near enough at the bottom of this. And the big question is, are we going to break to the downside? Because if we break to the downside, we're looking at this move down here. which would be pretty significant. But Ethereum's not going to do that while unless Bitcoin is pumping really, really hard, and that would basically be on ETF approval. If Bitcoin ETF gets approved, then yeah, Ethereum's going to nuke itself all the way down here. You'll probably see the price of Ethereum barely change, where you'll see the price of Bitcoin going up to $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 at least on Bitcoin ETF approval. And then after that, we'll see what happens. But for now, I am pretty bullish on Ethereum. I like to buy Ethereum during these dips. Like, Ethereum is down 2% against Bitcoin today. That's pretty significant as far as drops go. And for me, it looks like a bit of a buy. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm quite optimistic about my Ethereum position, at least getting back towards my entry at $2,200, at which point I'll close the trade. I'll take the $26,000 loss and I'll reassess what's going to go on. At the same time as doing all of this, I am going to be doing the $50,000 to $100,000 challenge on the Crypto Saving Expert Discord group starting very, very soon. So if you want to get involved in that, please make sure you do sign up for the Crypto Saving Expert Discord group. Other things to discuss about the charts before we go on to some altcoins and the news in today's video. First thing would be the DXY is doing exactly as we expected it to do. It is heading back to the downside. It had a bounce off of this level of support the other day, which would explain why Bitcoin's price stopped going up and stalled. As it is right now, I think that's going to start going back to the downside fairly soon. If we start seeing a pump to the upside, look, Bitcoin's going to continue to stall over the Christmas period. But for me, the DXY is firmly bearish. And at what point do we know when we're going to get a bull run? Well, if we scroll out on this chart here, every single bull run has started when we kind of hit this level here, bull run begins. Hit this level here, bull run begins. We're kind of around those levels again. What we're looking for is a drop off in the value of the US dollar. When we see that drop off in the value of the US dollar, we'll know that the bull run for Bitcoin has officially begun, because currently it's not really begun. Everyone thinks that $40,000 is high. $40,000 for Bitcoin is not high. You don't understand how high this can go. It can go above $300,000. It can go to $1 million. And it'll get there. It's just a matter of time. This is the nice thing about being a Bitcoin investor. It doesn't matter how bad you make mistakes. As long as you hold Bitcoin in your portfolio, over time, Bitcoin will rectify all of the mistakes that you make and you'll get your money back, which is a nice thing about holding onto Bitcoin over long periods of time. Trust me, I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I know that essentially sometimes you're better off just holding Bitcoin. In terms of a couple of different altcoins that I wanted to bring to your attention today, one of which is Chainlink, which I feel is fairly well bottomed out in terms of its Bitcoin valuation right now. I think that's good. At the same time, you can see here another coin called Polka Markets has just started its rally to the upside. Now, it rallied up from 2 cents up to 5 cents, and I'm not saying this is a buy. I just want to point out there's a lot of coins like this on the market. Look, it used to be $5 a coin. It's currently 5 cents per coin. It's down 99%. There are a lot of coins like this on the market right now. These are the things that you need to be paying attention to, because if we go into a bull run anytime soon, it's really going to start to take off. Now, in terms of altcoins to discuss on today's video, Alliance Block down 6.52% over the course of the past 24 hours. I think it's a very good buy-in level. Coin that launched today, Fusionist, currently $14.43 or $14.38. I like Fusionist mainly because I invested very early in Fusionist. I think the coin price for me is around the 40x or something like that. The valuation of which I invested in Fusionist, that was an 80 million valuation. Currently it's a 2.1 billion valuation, so that's quite nice. Unfortunately, it just wasn't a significant amount of money that I was allowed to invest into it, because they were all small ticket sizes. But I like Fusionist. It's good. I like it. I think that I'm going to be keeping you all up to date on Fusionist's growth. And of course, if you did manage to stake to get the Fusionist airdrop on Binance, congratulations. You just made a bunch of money for free. In other news, Beware. I am very bullish on Beware. I think that Beware's coin price is going to do extraordinarily well over the course of the next year or so. And if you know anything about Beware, you'll know that currently there is no investor unlocks for the next 6 months, which is a long time. And for me, that is enough time that we can have an entire bull run with low liquidity on the price of Beware. Its market cap goes to $1 billion. You can see here, currently its market cap in circulation is only $5 million. It's quite illiquid. It is listed on some decent exchanges here, like KuCoin, like Gate, like MXC. So I think that when it attracts that volume, the price of it is going to go absolutely crazy. Another coin that I've mentioned here on the channel recently had a huge pump up the other day and is back down to where it started again, which is nice for you people that didn't manage to get into it, because it's still going to do the exact same thing again fairly soon, is Frontier. Frontier's price the other day, it rallied up to 50 cents. It's back down to 35 cents because of the bearish price action that we've seen on Ethereum over the past few days. But I'm edging in more and more into Frontier as time goes on. I think that 35 cents is a very solid level. Again, nothing in today's video, by the way, is final financial advice. I'm doing this all with my money, which is how I'm able to vlog about it. Multiverse X, significantly undervalued. If you look at the course of the past month, down at $57, and it peaked here at somewhere around $68. I think that over time, this is a very solid investment, because when you look at the long-term price chart, it has literally just started growing again. And you're going to see a lot of these things. They'll take a few months. Like if you measure from bottom to top here, how long it actually took. This is the 23rd of November, 2020. And this is the 23rd of November 2021. That was an entire year. That's funny, isn't it? The bull run literally lasted an entire year for Elrond the last time. And the price of Elrond last time went up from basically being like $8 to being $600 per coin at the very peak. I know it says less than that here. It says $500 a coin. It peaked at $660. It's just not registering on here for some reason. So that was a really nice gain. Nearly 100x off the open market. And I think that Elrond will surpass its all-time high in this next bull run anyway, so I'm quite optimistic about it. Spool, as I always bring up, I like Spool a lot. If you look at the all-time price chart for Spool, Spool's price was $5, currently 33 cents. This is the kind of coin that'll do really well when the bull kicks off and everyone takes profit, as I've explained before. Currently, it's not a popular coin. Nobody's taken profit on anything yet. When people start taking profit and they've got all this spare USDT that they don't know what to do with, they want to generate interest, they go to apps like Spool. Tap, a coin that everybody always asks me to mention in every single video that I make, which is highly frustrating, is continuing to do nothing. Again, its all-time highs are all the way up here at 24 cents, currently sat down at 0.00399. It is cheap. And if you look at the price action over the course of the past month, lots of sideways action, not listed on any major exchange right now. That's going to change fairly soon, and when it does, I'm optimistic for the future of TAP. Now, finally, in terms of altcoins to mention in today's video, Vanar Chain, quickly checking in on it, 5.5 cents right now. I feel like this is at a strong buy level. When you consider the history price chart for this, it used to be like $1, and now it's not $1 anymore. For me, I'm holding on to it, and I think that it's going to have a tremendous bull run in the coming months. I sat down with the guys from Vanar, and they explained to me why they're so bullish on their own project, and that video is coming to the main channel incredibly soon. Now, in terms of today's cryptocurrency news, Bloomberg analyst has said the SEC has backed down on Ethereum being a security. The SEC has extended its deadline for the decision regarding Invesco Galaxy Spot Ethereum ETF, which again is important to remember. There is an Ethereum ETF on the cards right now. Bitwise has predicted 10 crypto events for 2024. Those 10 crypto events are basically JP Morgan is going to change its tune, API and prediction. I'd recommend basically, I'm not going to sit through this because we don't have time in today's video, but go to cryptosavingexpert.com, read this because it'll probably be quite accurate. Bitwise has generally been pretty good with their predictions. OKX NFT platform volume surpasses Blur and Magic Eden and OpenSea, which is really fascinating to see because OpenSea has been dominant market leader for so long now. His marketplace did over $50 million of volume on Sunday this past week, which is insane. It shows that the NFT market is definitely returning. Bitcoin ETF could spell trouble for centralized exchanges because of increased regulatory pressures. Go read this article on Crypto Saving Experts. And the final article in today's video is that beware, fake websites are appearing at the top of Google searches. Important to point this out. People put these sponsored websites on Google searches and they are fake. So be careful. Because if you click on an advert, never ever click on adverts on Google. If it says sponsored, don't click on it. Google allow anybody to advertise on their website, and the majority of the time is actually quite like this is how every single phishing attack ever happens. Never click on sponsored links. They can look exactly the same as an on website, but as soon as you connect your wallet to it, boom, you've got no more money in your wallet anymore. Be careful what you connect your wallet to. It's very important that you do that. And if you want more support, more help, more education from the crypto space, then join Crypto Saving Expert and join the Discord group. Learn from the courses, learn from the experts. You'll find a link to this in today's video description as well. On that note, guys, I hope this has been an informative and educational video. Slap a like on it, subscribe to the channel, especially if you are new. And I'm going to go back to full camera now. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
This video is over now. You'll find something else to watch.